Man, we screw things up a lot. That is exactly what I think about every time that I study organizations and business that are out there. And it's really, really funny. If you look at the entire literature on management, businesses, strategy, performance, all of that kind of stuff basically suggests we screw it up royally and we don't do a good job in general. Human beings are not great at managing other human beings, but there's a secret recipe that is not so secret that can very much help you out and help the organization that you're part of do really wonderful things. And it's actually pretty easy. So if you don't know me, I'm Professor Dave Masek. I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. And I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I wanted to pay the favor forward to help you out as much as I possibly can. So the way that much of the management literature started is that we were looking for things to make performance. We were looking for shortcuts for the most part. And sometimes we often get that as graduate students come in and they look for shortcuts. They want to sort of find the quick win, the easy thing that's going to get you to make a lot of money. The rules for riches, that's what it's called. And what we almost always find out when you do that and you take a serious dive, it's like, it does not work out. We can't do these things. It's not as easy as you think it is. It's always this, man, if things were just so straightforward, everything would work out perfectly fine. We saw this in 2020 with this sort of big social experiment on how massively we can screw things up in so many different directions and not have a great performance outcome. There's nobody in this world can assume that what happened during the 2020 year was actually a really positive thing from either side. Doesn't matter what perspective you have. Yeah, it didn't go well. So, but, what I want to point out is there's a secret weapon that we have, that we all have, that can really change things and help us out a lot as human beings and help us be better managers, help us be better people, help us to actually, just get more done and be more high performing. It's just to love on yourself and love other people. I know that seems really silly, but that's really what it is. That's every single management paper I've read never says be evil and nasty and sort of push your way to the top. They never say that, ever. They never ever say that. They always say, just be nice, love on other people, and really work on that thing that's going on in your old ticker right there. Work on that so you're okay. What ends up happening is, it's almost universal, and I'm sure there's psychology research out there that can explain it better, but I'm not aware of it. But we're all insecure. We have our things. We all want to compensate in some sort of way. The reason why we drive big trucks and all of that kind of stuff, we're compensating. And the more that we do these things, the more that we show acts of aggression, means that, something's not going on that well in your life, in your ticker. So come back to it and think about how you can be a better person. Come back and think about, hey, you know what? I'm actually good enough. I really am. I'm okay with who I am. I don't have to show anything or prove anything. The more that you think about these things, the more that you are okay with helping other people out and letting chips fall where they may when things don't work out in your favor. Because whenever any of that stuff happens, when things don't work out in your favor, we like to lash out on other people. We like to do things that are not great. So I would encourage you to think about that. How can you be a better person? How can you be more sensitive How can you be more compassionate? How can you show more empathy? All of those kind of things, those sort of soft skills that seem ridiculous. It comes down to that every time. It doesn't matter how skilled you are with regression and nonlinear models and all of that kind of stuff and artificial intelligence. Man, if you cannot love yourself, it ain't gonna work out in your favor. Work on that ticker. Really go on, do some really simple things. The simple things work. Go for walks, saying that, repeating every day how much you actually like yourself inside, actually having decent meals, time with family and friends, age-old stuff that most people know about. That's really it. And if it's not that for you, then you find the thing that works out for you. If you don't like walking, find something else that makes you feel normal and adjusted and happy and decent inside. That's honestly what it is, time and time again. And I'm going to repeat this over and over and over again. The magic is being adjusted and okay with yourself inside. And when that happens, all that other stuff doesn't matter. And you're okay and happy. And then when you're okay and happy, you're not doing any of the nasty behaviors that erode organizations and businesses, that lead to poor performance. You actually want to cheer on other people. And that's a good thing. All right. So I want to say is really work on that. If you work on that, of being a decent person, good things are going to come your way. Take care and have a wonderful day.